Hey, so today I'm going to talk about hair addiction and the type that's commonly associated with losing your edges and the three main contributing factors. The first contributing factor is, I've talked about this before, the beauty standard that you associate yourself with. Most of the hair that's being sold in bundles is not afro texture. The data shows that the top exporters of human hair are women from Hong Kong, Malaysia, Burma, India, and Singapore. Obviously, we're not buying hair that looks like our own because the women who are cutting their hair off that live in those areas don't have kinky textured afro hair. So if you're buying that type of hair and it's being sourced from those places, you're following a beauty standard that doesn't belong to you. And we are the only race of women who do this. Since this practice has now become a huge part of the global economy, the focus is now to keep us buying it. Lace fronts lead. The frontal, it leads in human hair cells more than the bundles. And those all are going to require some type of glue or some type of an adhesive to install, okay? The second main contributing factor are beauty supply stores. Most of them are not Black owned, and they're not offering what's best for us. That's not their intent. The intent is to keep us addicted to buying hair so that they can continue to make billions of dollars. Most beauty supply stores are strategically located in densely populated Black and brown neighborhoods. Over 60% of their inventory is going to be hair for sale. Less than 50% of their inventory is going to be hair care products, and at least ones that are going to perform at a level to keep kinky hair healthy. They rarely employ Black people who look like you and have hair like yours, but the entire store is full of products that are supposed to be focused on Black hair care and styling. So when you have questions about hair care, they're clueless on anything that they can do to help you, okay? If you said, hey, I'm losing my edges, what am I supposed to do? What they're gonna do is sell you some glue-on edges or some temporary tattooed edges. That's all they're gonna do. They're not qualified to really say, hey, maybe you should stop wearing this. And what makes them not qualified is the fact that they don't care. They'd rather sell you that remedy of tattooed edges or glue on human hair edges instead of let you walk out with the money in your pocket, okay? They're gonna offer you something, and it doesn't matter if it's for the greater good of you. And I just wanna add that this includes Black-owned beauty supply stores, because just because you patronize a Black-owned store doesn't mean that they even have your best interests at heart. If the people working in the store have no knowledge of hair care products that are gonna address your hair's needs, but they're fully informed on what type of bundle hair you need to get, what the best, most long-lasting lace front, what the best crochet hair is, they're also contributing to why over 1/3 of Black women in America have traction alopecia. And the third reason is the lack of hair care product knowledge. The purpose of a beauty supply store is they can provide you with options that are going to keep your hair healthy and beautiful, right? Bundles have nothing to do with that. If you're shopping at the average local beauty supply store, it's going to be a challenge. You're gonna more than likely be tempted to buy hair, okay? Because you see more hair than you do shampoos and conditioners in the store. And even once you find the hair care section, you can't ask anyone for help what type of shampoo or conditioner you need to be using because they don't know, because they don't have hair that looks like yours. The only thing they can do is tell you whatever's trending, whatever they might have glanced on social media. But they're not offering education workshops for the community to learn about their hair. They're posted up in our communities so they can sell you hair, not so that you can take care of your own. So even if you're dedicated in trying to change the relationship you have with your hair for the better, you end up frustrated and extremely unhappy and dissatisfied every single time you go shopping at a beauty supply store. So I have a little quick story I want to share. And this one's not about one specific client. I'd be naming several if I named any names, okay? I noticed that when I was doing braids with like crochet braids, lemonade braids, braids with extension hair, how many clients would have tons of hair coming in with a bag? Just like, okay, pick out whatever you want to do, okay? Or in their trunk, tons of hair, just different types of braiding hair, different colors, different curl patterns for crochet braids, just tons of it. And then simultaneously, when I start seeing the signs of traction alopecia and I recommend to them that they start wearing their own hair, they don't want to hear that, because the addiction to that synthetic hair, that crochet hair, I never did sewing weaves or frontals or anything like that. When I say addiction to hair, I'm not just talking about bundles. I've seen addictions to even just braiding hair and crochet braid hair, okay? So it's not just about bundles. It's about wearing something outside of yourself, period. Not feeling satisfied with the hair that you have on your head. It's the look. It's the longevity of the styles. And it's the desire to look different all the time that lead into hair addiction. You don't have to have a different style constantly, okay? But when that's what you're seeking all the time, every 2 weeks you're trying to figure out something else. What hair am I gonna use? It makes it difficult. So how do you get over it? First of all, you gotta change the standard of beauty that you associate yourself with. And I've talked about this and will continue to. Until you're really able to reject that straight, long, flowy hair looks better than short, kinky hair, you're subconsciously and consciously following the European beauty standard. And a lot of y'all don't feel like you are, but you are. Because again, the hair that's being sold doesn't look like yours. So changing that requires you to learn how to take care of your real hair consistently. Check out my video, 4 ways to have a successful natural hair journey, for tips on how to do that. Another way that'll help you get over a hair addiction is to start shopping online so you're not tempted by the plethora of hair ready and waiting for you to buy in these beauty supply stores. Seek out stores like Sally's, Sephora, Ulta. I know they're not Black owned, but they all carry way less hair and more salon quality hair care products and brands. Research before you go shopping for products as well. This way, if the beauty supply store in your local area is typical and full of hair, barely any hair care products, no one who looks like you working there that you can ask questions, you already know exactly what you're gonna buy. And you can get in and out swiftly. You'll be less likely to walk around aimlessly, tempted to go buy some hair or do a style where hair is added, okay? You're gonna be going in there very intentional and very purposeful. You know that this is gonna support the healthy hair care goals that you want for your hair. Being addicted to anything outside of yourself is harmful, not just hair. I talk to a lot of women who don't see it as an addiction. They call it having a choice, or the hair that they buy just being an accessory. But the problem with thinking like that is the hair that you buy may be an accessory, but your real hair is not an accessory. It requires care. It requires you to shampoo and condition it. It requires water on it a lot. Your scalp requires care. And if your hair and scalp are always being covered up with extensions and suffocated by blue glue and lace fronts, the care of your real hair is virtually impossible. So that's the one thing that you really need to understand. A lot of what you guys are dealing with is hair addiction. So thank you for watching. Please like this video and of course subscribe for more free tips that guide you into loving your hair, okay? See you in the next video.